JLJ Media Live here on JLJ Media, JLJ This Morning. Good morning, everybody. It's Friday morning, August 26th. I cannot believe it's Friday, August 26th. I really can't. And we're here. And I'm here with you guys again. I had some family stuff yesterday. I had to take care of some stuff yesterday, so I couldn't get on last night like I wanted to. But I'm here today. Yeah, and so it is. I'm happy to be here. Hope everybody's okay this morning. We are getting there, aren't we? We are getting to September. I don't understand. I don't even understand. We are getting to September, and I don't even know where this time is going. I'm trying to look for something. Yeah. Oh shit. Shoot. I'm cussing already. At my new phone. Good morning, Beauty for Ashes. My interview with Eric Braden is out now. You can go check it out. Yeah, it's out now. It's a great interview. Everybody's loving it so far. It's a great interview. He is the bomb. On my Patreon today, I have a new song that I've unreleased. But also, you can check out Eric Braden also on there too. 5 questions that there's never been asked to him before. It's really good, but it's only on my Patreon for a few bucks. You can go get it, patreon.com, James Hott Jr., and see what he says. He gets some really good answers. Also, on Buy Me a Coffee, James Hott Jr., I have a new coffee episode about some coffee. I have my coffee right here. I'm still trying out this background, you guys. I'm not sure about it. Somebody said they like it, the rest said they don't. I might get rid of it soon, so I'm just trying something different, switch it up a little bit. I don't do much in terms of big introductions or productions or anything. So now, okay, everybody knows I'm on YouTube. I'm on. Okay, just everybody knows I'm on. So check that. Thank you. I know you saw Beauty. I know you saw it. I know you did. You saw it. It was fun. Eric is. I am grateful to Eric because Eric came to me, of course, once again, want to be interviewed. He's ready. He's really funny, actually, off camera. I'm glad someone came across hi, Johnny Hayden. I'm glad some came across. Also, Johnny, you get to see it. You get to see my Eric Braden bonus video on Patreon. I asked him 5 questions and he answered. They're really good. 5 questions I never asked him. So you get to see that. Nikisha, you started something, and I posted my Cash App again, and people have been sending me Cash Apps because of you, Nikisha. I never thought of that before. So you started something for me. So thank you. I've never really thought of it before. I know people do it, but I thought it before. So thank you. It's Chemo Beauty. Hello. Good morning. See, I learned from you guys too. I learned something from you guys too. I really do value this stuff. I want to give a shout out to somebody this morning. I won't say his name. It's online. But he shared I have a video. So on my Patreon, let me start over. On Patreon, I have a video. A series called It's a Lot. And about 15, 20 minutes long, not really long. I talk about my life. It's a series. I've had a very interesting life. I know the old background's better, right? My plants, yeah, I'll probably get back to that soon, Beauty. I probably will. I share my life. I've had a very, very, very interesting life. So I share piece on this series. But there was one I shared with the world to give them an idea what the series is about, and it's very successful. And it was called It's a Lot to Be a Bedwetter. I admitted to being a bedwetter when I was a kid. I was embarrassed as a child, and I decided to be brave and talk about it. I never really talk about it. And from talking about it, other people have come forward and admitted they were bedwetters themselves. Sarah Silverman wrote a book on it and has a musical about it and off-Broadway. And so she kind of inspired me to do that. And it happens. I'm not a bedwetter anymore, but it did when I was a kid. It did, and it caused a lot of issues for me. I didn't really find the reasons are. And people, and I got a really great message. So I'll give a shout to the guy who sent me a message this morning, very brave, talking about his condition. And I just think it's See, these shows, you do these shows, you never know how people are going to react to them, people are going to say about them. That's why I want to do this for the rest of my life. You know, I'm 53 years old. I maybe have another good 30 years, possibly. I mean, I may be, you know, I hope I can continue to come on here and joke with you guys and cry with you guys and laugh with you guys and bring you interviews and, you know, and all that kind of stuff. I want to continue doing this. And so I hope I can. And I hope I have many years left to do this. I have no idea, you know, I don't know how it's going to last, but it's just kind of, um, I like when people share their stories when I share my story. And I thought that was very nice. So I think everyone is brave. If you share a story that's kind of embarrassing, we're all human. We all just have things. And I do want to promote also, so I want to give a shout out to him. I also want to promote my Eric Braden interview. It is out now. It is good. It's our fourth or fifth time together. He's so open to me, and he's so like he's the king of Young and the Restless. He literally is. He's one of the kings of daytime, and he literally is just so open to me. And we crack jokes and we talk beforehand, afterwards. He is just I am. He supports my career. He openly promotes my stuff with him. I mean, I just think it's great. Hello, everybody. Hello, Root King. Hello, Susan. Sis, good morning. Candace Mack, Candy Poo. Cherie, of course. Thank you, everybody. I'm glad you guys are watching. You guys are early. You guys are watching it. Yeah, he is the Restless. He is. I just got on. I just came on, everybody. I literally just came on. Crystal, hello. I said hi to Keisha. I think I said hi to Keisha. Susan, everybody. I literally just came on like 2 minutes ago. Because I have plans later, so I thought I'll come on right now. I have my coffee. Hey, Kirsten, thank you. Eric is the best. Everything I do, I get from scratch. I know we come on here, we joke sometimes, we laugh and we fight, whatever. But everything that I do is literally from scratch. Every single interview I've gotten was because I worked hard and I got myself to the point where someone said, he's good. And Eric Braden, who suffers no fools, he does not. You don't want to mess with him. And is very open about how you feel about everything. When my first interview with him 7 years ago, he said, "You're one of the best interviewers I've ever been with." And I thought that to me was an endorsement. And he's kept that same feeling every time. So it also helps up my game. It helps up my game very much. You always learn from Eric. I know Eric, he breaks it down. He breaks it down. Good for you, Candace. Hello, my handsome Matt. I'm glad to see you in here. Thank you, George. I appreciate that. Yes. My hair. I know that funny. He kept making fun of my hair. I was laughing so hard. Oh my God. Yes. So if you're not on my Patreon, you got to see the 5 questions interview he does is hilarious. Oh, it's hilarious. It was hilarious. Like Eric he can say anything he wants to me. Eric is just like the best. He's the best. I was scared of the dark, so I went to bed at night. My mom started to light on. Yeah, and a lot of kids go through that too. That's why this night lights are great. Night lights are great. I'm starting to feel better, DC. I'm making decisions. I have more meetings. I have another meeting tonight with the Soap Block co-host. We have a meeting tonight. We're going to discuss the future of the Soap Block, you guys. So we're going to discuss it. So you guys will know what's going on. You're my family. I will let you know what's going on. But we're going to have a big discussion. I'm making some major decisions. So just stay tuned. But I am making decisions that are best for me. That's the thing is, I have a lot of great opportunities, and I want a best use of what my time is and everything. Oh, and I told you guys, Eric broke it down and gave some tea, spilled some tea. He mentioned the name. I was like, oh, I didn't know you, and said they were good. I was like, I read his book, and I had him on a show about his book. And with Eric, he says, you can ask me anything. Eric says, you can ask me anything. He does not care. He breaks it down. I was like, and he's 81 years old, you guys. He's in better shape than I am. He is a man's man. He is. That's why I like him. I don't know. I just feel like they don't make men like him anymore, so to speak, because he's very liberal. Like, he's not like this toxic masculinity guy, but he's a man's man. He's a dude. He's a total dude. Loves boxing and stuff. He loves his family. Loves his family. But he's a dude. He named names, bitches. He named names, and he always does. He don't care. When I said, how do you like, certain people? You just have to watch the interview, because I mentioned a couple of names, and I was shocked by some of the responses I got. Oh, he's 81. He's 81. His birthday's in April. He did. The Candace, right? I was like, I'm doing the interview. He's a little behind the scenes, so I don't know what he's gonna say. We're just like, I'm interviewing him, and when he said a name, I have to keep my composure because I'm the host and the interviewer. I'm like, oh, really? I'm trying to not be too shady. And yeah, Eric is a brother man. If you want to say, Eric knows the hood. I'm telling people all the time. So, okay, I think it was last year. There was a piece of like rumor. It was a small rumor, so like that Eric was racist. And I was like, okay, I'm a black person. I've known Eric for years. I've interviewed him. I've seen him. He's not racist. Trust me, he's the opposite. He is very well respected in the black community. He does a lot of stuff for the black community. He respects the black community. And I'm telling you, he goes to places I don't even go. He goes to places I don't go in the hood. I know where he go. I know where he at. We laugh about that. He's like, you've been over to, those, and he knows the intimate details. And he has these deep friendships with a lot of black folks in the business. And I was like, you don't understand. Eric Braden is self-made. I know, right, Johnny? Right? He is self-made, and he literally respects us, and he knows what it's like to be oppressed in some level, from being in Germany and all this stuff, all the weird things. He said his eyes were opened when he came here. He saw stuff. So no, Eric Braden is not racist. He is not. He is far, far from it. And again, for someone who, and Candace knows this a little bit, and in this soap business, it's still very, in some circles, very non-black. I'll say it that way. And for certain actors to really support black interviewers, black companies, black stations, and treat them a certain, and treat them in a way that's not condescending or tokenism or whatever, but consistently treats us like we're just part of the group. That's not common. And there are some out there that do that. And I will name names like Sean Kanan, Michelle Stafford, Wally Kurth. There's certain people who just always support and treat me and some of my people like that. And that's the point. He really, Christophe St. John was very close to him. They really, he died, he was devastated. There's people in this business who they support black people and treat us as regular, just plain old, just like everybody else, soap outlets. That's what I want. I don't want to be treated as different. I want to be treated the same. I want to be treated like everybody else. And I think those are people who support me, and always when they see me at events. James Reynolds always like, I'm talking to James. He tells people, no, we know him. People like Matt Atkinson, or people like both of people. Like people, there are folks who they always, for years, Kathleen Gotti, Carolyn Hennessy, Tristan and Rod, they all have supported my career over the years, and with no question, they answer the phone. Crystal Chappelle, when I call, they answer the phone. That's what I mean, and that kind of thing. So that's kind of, and so Eric Braden, when he had his book come out, you guys may not know this, he only went on like 7 outlets, including like The Talk and somewhere else. I was number 7. He made sure I was at AfterBuzz TV, and he made sure that I was one of the 7 from across the country. And I was like, and I will never forget him for that. I will never forget him for that. Never. I knew Christoph too, and I was devastated. I thought, and I was working on, Christoph was supposed to come on my show. We were going to finally have him on my show and interview him, and he passed. Well, Krista, that's my girl. Kathy Kelly Lang is my girl. They all, again, always answer the phone when I call. They've come on my shows many times. They're wonderful. Eric was close. He's somebody. So I just think there's people, I will always support folks who support me. Obviously, it's an obvious thing, but I will support them. We do. It's a back and forth. Yes, his stuff on Germany. Yes, they did a little bit on this interview too, but he did some. I think 2 interviews. I've interviewed him so many times. I think 2 interviews ago. Maybe it was for his book. We talked about that, but yes, he has very interesting correlations between Germany wartime, versus here. Hi, Daisy Flower. Hi, Mel. Hi, Bridget. Hey, I'm glad everybody's in here. 20 people watching. I only have 6 likes. Come on, like me. Like me. The Neil's Memorial episode, I was a mess. Because I knew him, and then when Shamar Moore came back, you're just like, fuck me. It was crazy. But let's get back to Eric a little bit. I just want to make sure I give him his props. He supports me in my career, and I will never ever forget that. And so this is like my 4th or 5th time interviewing him, and he invited me to his 40th anniversary celebration at YNR, a special invitation. And we talked, and I was very honored to be there with everybody else. Hi, Janice. And it was wonderful. And it's just nice to have people who just recognize you for your work. Because I don't want people coming to me just because I'm Black or anything. I want people to come to me because I'm good. If you don't think I'm good, then don't come to me. I completely, if you don't like my style or not, whatever, then don't come to me. But if you think I'm worth it, you think my interviews are good, you think I'm this, then please come to me. And I will make sure I do the best interviews I can. I will always do my research. Yes, I didn't know about all. Okay, so folks, I am no soap historian, but I gotta tell you something. There is so much soap history at this point. I don't remember everything, and I don't know every single thing. I know a lot. So I will say there are some things I didn't know. People are like, James, you didn't know this? I'm like, no, I didn't. I'm not, my brain, I have so much in my brain, I brain dump stuff. I don't even know. I just let it all out and stuff. So I don't, yeah. So I have Cash App. Here's just so funny. So Nikisha, who's in here, was like, James, do you have Cash App? I want to give you something on Cash App. And I was like, okay. I see people do it all the time. So because I have my buy me a coffee, I have the super chats here and all that stuff. And she goes, I want to cut out the middleman and just give it to you, and they take out less fees. So I put it on here 2 nights ago. She gave me a nice little chunk. Then other folks started giving me Cash App too. They started giving me money also. I was like, oh, I didn't realize. I really know it was something. So I'm featuring the Cash App again today. If anybody wants to give a little tip or something for me for doing this. And I'm like, I'm gonna keep trying for a while, Candace. But seriously, folks have been giving me Cash App stuff, and I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know people actually still did that. So I'm featuring the Cash App. So because it's safe and it's great. It goes directly from each people's accounts. Sheree, give me super chat. Thank you, Sheree. After all our Vegas talk yesterday, that was fun. Our Vegas talk was great. Thank you, Mysterio. Mysterio, thank you. Thank you, call Victor Eric. Eric Braden, Eric loves his character. And he has no problem. People call him Victor, call him Eric, whatever. And I think people like us who get to meet him, You know, like Candace has met him. I think Mel just said you've met him. I've met him. He is a presence. Eric Braden is a presence because he got a great body. He's tall. He's a little intimidating at first, but he's somebody that I really I say he's my friend, and we really are. And we've talked off camera and had some great things. And he's just very supportive. You know, he's just very supportive. So I always go, okay. But anyway, so Candace, that's why I have Cash App now. So that's up. They must give cash. I was like, okay. Well, I guess wherever the money comes, I'll take it. It all goes into the pot of JLJ Media. So it all gets spent on things that I need. And I'm working on some stuff outside of this too. I want to hire an assistant. There's things I want to do. Michelle Stafford is one of my closest friends. Also, she's super nice. Oh, I gotta say this, Candace. I can't forget to say this. A belated happy birthday to my cousin, the Emmy-winning Christian J. LeBlanc, who plays Michael. It was his birthday yesterday. We talked a little bit yesterday. He and I talked a little bit yesterday. It was his birthday. We're not gonna say an age or whatever. But he liked my post. It was so funny. Guys, I put some because we have Creole Cajun, but we're related to my father's side of the family. So I did a whole Cajun Creole thing for him, and he loved it. But he's another person. When you meet Christian J. LeBlanc, you will laugh. But also he's deep too. He's very deep, and he can really we had some really good talks. Oh my God, he had some really good talks. So anyway, it was his birthday, so we're celebrating him. Of course, gotta celebrate him. Make sure I say that. But Michelle Stafford, yes, she is the bomb. I mean, she has supported me over the years. I've supported her. She's been so super generous to me. I love her kids. I mean, I love her mom. I love that. She is, Michelle's amazing. Michelle's real. Michelle just tell like it is too. She knows when it was real. And she breaks it down. She's always like, James, what do you want to talk about? And we just talk about it. And yes, so Michelle Stafford, Eric Braden, Carolyn Hennessy, they're all very real. They tell it like it is, folks. Hi, Albert. Hi, Films. Hi, buddy. Yes, I am doing better. I am making decisions that are best for me. So I have more stuff going on. I know I got to bring Michelle on. Sheree, I got to call her. She's been traveling. I got to text her and say, girl, because Sheree, here's a little behind the scenes. I'm just talking. Let me talk to Sheree real quick. Sheree, no, just kidding. Everybody out there. So what had happened was she gave me the exclusive interview when she was leaving GH and going back to YNR. Before some of her digest, before anybody, she came to me first, and she told them. She told them, I'm going to James first, and she gave it to me first. Hi, eyes. She gave it to me first. That interview's up. You can check that out from AfterBuzz TV, Wide Army Spotlight. You can see it. It's under Wide Army Spotlight thing. Yeah, Michelle has my back. Well, Michelle's one of the homies. She always does. And then I said, I want to wait till she has a big storyline on YNR, and then I'll bring her on. Well, now she's had one for a while, kind of. So I need to bring her on. Time flies. Like time, it goes so fast. You see, I talk and stuff. We text everything, but like it goes by so fast. That I'm like, yeah, it's time to bring her outside. So I'm gonna reach out to her. Sheree, thanks for reminding me. Where's my note? I take notes everywhere. Where are my notes? Where's my notepad? There it is. I'm going to show you something, you guys. That's my mom. I have a little notepad. So I'm like, reach out to Michelle. Okay, so wrote that down. Oh, she's live right now. It's so funny. Of course she is. Of course she's live right now. While I'm on, yes. But Michelle, you love Michelle. Michelle is really done. And she does a lot for the Inglewood NAACP every year, which is down in my neighborhood. She always gives back. She'll go shopping and buy all this stuff and bring on Greg Vaughn. Woo! Oh, talk about, okay, folks. Exactly. Kathy Kelly Lang is one of the nice people also. Her and her man, Dom, I love them. I see them all the time. They're great. The character, you hate the character, of course. That means that they're doing a great job. Okay, filming. Let me address films real quick because we love some Greg Vaughn. I saw him at the Emmys. I didn't get a chance to interview him because they came late, but I did get a big long hug from him, and we talked for a little bit. Oh, Greg Vaughn is one of the sexiest. I'm telling you, even if you're a straight guy, you'd be like, oh my God. He is one of the sexiest, most soulful, nicest people you will ever meet. Seriously. Seriously. I'm not even joking you. I have known him, God, about 6 years now. And I've been in interviews with when I was on Audition Days as part of the team. But he's on Days Are Alive, so I have no reason to interview him. That's actually my chocolate twins territory. I don't step on his territory. There's a reason. Now, when he returns to Queen Sugar, I guess that could be a reason for me to interview him. So when that comes out, then maybe possibly I'll reach out to him and say, come on my show. And I'm sure he'll do it. But it's kind of like, right now he's on Days. That's Audition Days territory. I leave it alone. But Tony and I have common agreement. If they do something outside of that, obviously I can interview them. That's no big. I can interview if they're on Days also, but it's just an agreement that Tony and I have. And I just, you guys don't understand. The TV screen is only a piece of how hot he is. Candace knows. My girl Marissa loved him also. And she wanted to meet him at AfterBuzz. I said, come on in, girl. I go, Marissa, this is Greg Vaughn. He picked her up, and she's like, James, I'll never wash again. Never wash again. Only Republicans she likes. Yes, he's more of a conservative, yes. But I'm telling you, he's super. You get in the vortex of Greg Vaughn, and you just lose it. But like, seriously, at the Emmys, towards the end, because they had to hurry up and get people into the chairs, a bunch of actors from Days came late. So they were I only got to interview a few of them. And so they were coming through, and I was like, hey, and it's something bold, like Don Diamont, and to shake his hand, like, Don Diamont! And he shook my hand, and they went in. So, but a few of them from Days were like, oh my God. And so it was me. I get to see Eric Martzoff and his wife, because I know them. It was like quick hugs. It was like hug, gotta run, hug, gotta run. And Greg Vaughn he made sure he came over to hug us, me and Tammy, and make sure he talked to us. He's just, yes, I know a lot of famous people, folks. I do. My phone, my new iPhone, iPhone 13. I'm in love with it right now. I'm so in love with you. I have a lot of numbers in there, so I gotta make sure my phone's locked. I'd have to erase it if somebody ever took it. Yeah, Greg. Oh, I'm sure he does. Because no, Greg has something. He just has it. And somebody said, oh, Albert, I agree with you. I think Greg's lucky he wasn't given a big enough chance. I know this is very unpopular, but I don't care. Because I know Jacob Young also, and I love Jacob Young. Loved him as Rick on Bold and Beautiful. Loved him as J.R. Chandler. I love him. Didn't like him as Lucky. And he did win an Emmy as Lucky. I know he did. But did not like. He's my least favorite Lucky. But I felt Greg Vaughn was like, yes, I met Justin Hartley. Because I know Chrishell. I'm friends with Chrishell, his, well, now ex-wife. I'm friends with Chrishell. So yes, I did meet Justin. He's tall. So I say he's really tall. He doesn't do anything for me. He doesn't, I know he's good looking or whatever. And I watched This Is Us tonight, but he doesn't do anything for me. Greg has it. He has it. He can have it. He is it. Mm-hmm. And yes, Kirsten, my friendship with Tony comes first, always. Friendships in this business also are a dime a dozen. But Cameron says a man crush Justin Hartley. That's right. I have no problem with that. Ooze. He's all ooze. Okay, George. It's a morning show, George. The Don Diamont. Don't get me started on that either. Don't get me started on Don Diamont. That's another one too. Ooh, don't get me started on Don Diamont. That's another one. But yes, Greg Vaughn's a good actor. He's good. But this is what you guys know. He's a nice person. Oh, yours too, Nikisha, same thing. Well, I think Rick should be on Bold and Beautiful. I think they did a disservice by getting rid of Rick and Maya. I think that was the dumbest thing they did. I agree with you, films, completely. That was a secret crush, like at the Vapors. I know, I'm like, woo. And for me, it's certain white guys that have a certain look that come to me that I get excited about. Oh, afternoon, afternoon here. Afternoon here. Okay, George. Okay, George. hmm yes, there's certain guys' looks. Like you, Matt. I love your look, Matt. I always tell you how good looking I think you are. So I love your look. So you know that. Oh, Drake Hogestyn is the bomb. And I've interviewed Drake, and Drake is one of the nicest people, again, on earth. And Drake can get it. Oh, Drake can get it all day, every day. He is hot, hot, hot McHottie. He work it out. So I agree with you, DC. Drake Hogestyn needs to be mentioned more. Yeah, I agree with you. He's hot. And he's super nice. So Jacob, and the thing about I've gotten to know Jacob after I got to know him through Bold and Beautiful. And he's a very talented man. He's very talented, great singer, everything. I mean, he's very talented. And I wish he was on some hit show right now. I feel like I don't know if it's agents or maybe he's focusing on something else. I don't know, but I feel like Jacob's not done. He has more in him. He has more in him that needs to be discovered. Sugar Daddy Drake, that's so funny. And well, Steve Nichols. Hey, no, you guys want no, okay. I know Steve Nichols too. Okay, you wanna know who's hot? Who's silently hot? He's just like, he's about soulful. A. Martinez. When I met A. Martinez, I was like, I was a puddle. I melted. I was like, I watched his cruise all those years, whatever. But I'm telling you, when I met him, I was like, "You are." I couldn't talk. I can't talk now. I was like, "Wow." Well, I say, but see, Eric's like my brother now. I've seen. I mean, I know Eric at this point. I love his wife. Oh my God, I love his wife. And I mean, I know Eric. I know them. I know them. He's hot. Eric's hot, obviously. He's personable and all this stuff. But it's like you and Lawrence St. Victor, Candace. Lawrence he's my friend too, but Lawrence is hot. Lawrence is hot. Yeah, A. Martinez is a snack. He's a snack. He is. A. Martinez is hot. You want to be eaten. Yes. No, A. Martinez can get it. Totally get it. Get it. He is a dork. He's like Galen Gary. They're hot, but they're dorks. But Steve Nichols is hot. I love Steve Nichols. He has a swagger too. But okay, now he's about that. My morning shows, I never know what we're going to talk about. This is so crazy. This is basically the hot men of daytime. That's about me feeling better. And we're talking about the hot men of daytime. Okay, let me give you a second. Let's go back in time to Bold and the Beautiful. Ron Moss. When I met him and his wife, I've interviewed both of them over the years, and so I've become friends with them. Ron Moss is like I call him the coolest dude in the room. He just comes in the room with that square jaw and that he's a rock star also. He's an actor and a rock star. He is hottie hot. He just exudes this like cool, and he's super nice. He's super nice. I want to tell you, he's super nice. I love Rob. So I just want to make sure I say this. Make sure. But I'm an older man. I look for the older guys. I'm like, yeah, all the young hot guys. They're all young. They have youth and everything. But that's what the men over 50. I'm like, some of these men still have it going on. And I'm all for anti-ageism. So yeah, I write fan mail. Oh, Bahana. Hi, Bahana. Had a friend of man in my dreams. Okay, Kevin. I guess this is an afternoon show where George is, but it's a morning show where I'm at. Ron oh my God, he has a great voice. Maybe come back. That's right. We can't do this. Well, Rick Hurst, another one, kids. Rick Hurst can get it all the time too. Rick Hurst can get it also. Woo, another one. And they got that salt and pepper hair now. I'm like, yeah, it works. It all works. I see I have 34 people watching. 21 likes. Please up the likes if you can. I want to thank Sharif for our super chats. Super chats are enabled. We'll give a super chat, a little tip jar for us. Also, my Cash App is open if you want to do a little tip jar there too. Buymeacoffee.com, James Lott Jr., or Patreon.com, James Lott Jr. All those things, all those options. I'm giving you stuff. It's fun for little bits of money if you want to. So it's 12. Okay. Afternoon, folks. It's still the morning over here. This is JLJ This Morning Live, not JLJ This Morning West Coast, JLJ This Morning East Coast afternoon. Where it's not that. I see it's going up. Thank you. Even if you hate me, hit it anyway. Hit it anyway. Hate like me. This is so funny. These shows, they either go towards food or you guys, I never know. I never know what these like conversations are gonna go. Albert, the first guy who played Lucky, I saw your question. I was getting after the hotness. Was oh my god, Jonathan Jackson. Yeah, they had the Baby Come Back was the one hit, but it was number one. It was one hit number one. I mean, writing a hit with the number one song is not easy to do. So I give him point. I still give him points for that. They had a couple of minor hits after that didn't do as well, but yeah, they're known as being a one hit wonder. But it's fine. He's still a rock star. He's still touring. It's great. So yes. This is Rashawn. I know him. He doesn't do anything for me, but he's hot. I don't do anything for me, but he's nice. He's a nice guy. Very nice guy. He was my first interview at AfterBuzz TV. It was Christopher Sean and Hira Ambrosino. They're my first interviews ever at AfterBuzz. And that was 7 years ago. Well, Drake Hogan's son played also Lucas on General Hospital. He came out of the closet. Jason's great. I love Jason Thompson too. He's a nice guy also. I don't care what his character, he works hot. And that's the thing. Yeah. So I'm glad that people in here are like, you know what? I don't care for the character, but I like the actor. I'm glad you guys are seeing the difference because nowadays in the world, no one's seeing the difference anymore. So I'm glad you in the chat were like, you know what? This person, I hate the character, but I can separate. I'm glad you guys in here can separate it. Because that's the thing. Two things can be true. You can be like, the actor is dumb, but he's hot. Or the actor's this, but he's hot. You can still be hot and dumb or hot and this or whatever. I mean, I'm just like, that's the thing. It's like you can at least say, or I didn't care for the storyline so much, but I like the actors. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. I think it's idiots. Yes, what's it? David Fumero's hot. David Gregory is hot, all from Want to Live. Josh Ramoro, of course, is still working it out. Yeah, social media, it's just I know you're thinking, you see now Ingo. I was here, okay, now I think I'm stuttering. Let me say something. I'm gonna say something. Okay. I'm not a huge fan of Ingo, period. Ingo was fine as a character. I've never turned on by him or anything either. Like same with Sunny. Like those two characters, I know they're major mainstays in journalism history, but they were fine characters. I never had anything really for or against them. Not really. I'm like, all the how's that guy talk is over. Your kids, I ain't had nothing in 2.5 years. So either I'm going to get off this chat and take care of it or whatever. It's like I'm like, it's been a long time, kids. I am dry as the Sahara Desert. But I don't know. I'm just like Ingo. I don't. And now that I know all this other stuff about him, he's not attracted to me anymore. Sometimes I does. Sometimes I can't separate. Sometimes I can't separate. When I know stuff about people off camera, there are times I can't separate. I can't sometimes. So I'm sorry. Ingo is out of picture for me. Same with Doug Davidson, he's out of picture for me. There's some people are just kind of, they're You can have him, you can like him. I'm just like, ugh. I'm like, I'm just like, I can't do it. Oh, and my celibacy is not, I didn't plan this, trust me. The pandemic came in. Do you ever get nervous about doing interviews or when you did your first one? Sean Dominic is hot. Okay. Good question. I did say that. Do you see something? This is my show. I did say that. Okay. I don't get nervous anymore. I prepare myself. I mean, I've done so many interviews at this point that I know that I can do it. And so I just go, okay, I treat everybody the same. I picture everybody the same, whether they're huge stars or whatever. And I know I can interview. I know I can talk. It's a talk. I have my questions or stuff set aside or whatever that I want to talk about over here. That's my blanket. That's my security blanket. So I feel like, well, as long as I have enough questions and I can control how long we talk, then we're fine. The only times I've had some frustrations, I've had a few interviews where people give one word answers. So when you were on Days of Our Lives, you had this great scene where, like, can you tell me more about the scene where you blah, blah. It was fun. You go, can you elaborate on that? And I realize that some people are nervous. So what I do sometimes in my interviews, I try to kind of pre-interview them before we start, make them laugh, make them kind of like, hang out, kind of get loose. So then when we start, so I start doing the 5 questions and putting it on Patreon. But it's been fun because they get loose. Like, oh, now we're ready. Now we're ready to do it. Oh my goodness, ready to do it. So I don't get nervous. I got nervous. When did I get nervous? I did get nervous once recently. I forgot who it was. I think it was Peter Bergman. Oh yeah, but the Peter Bergman one was so crazy because I was doing an interview with Sean Kanan, my buddy, who I'm totally safe with. And I get a text during the interview, we have Peter Bergman for you in 20 minutes. So I was more like trying to finish up with Sean to get to Peter because I've always wanted Peter Bergman, but I had no questions ready. I had no time to do questions. And I was like, I mean, so I had to I was a little nervous, like, okay, think of all the things you've always wanted to say to him. Think of all the things you've always wanted to say to him. And that's what, and the interview was great. And Eric and Peter Bergman was the best. Sorry, Candace. Let me get it. Okay, so at least the questions are coming in fast and furious. Okay, let me so I can read some of these. I'm gonna go back up. Okay, I'm gonna go back up, you guys. Sorry, I'm going back up. Okay. Thanks for all the likes, you guys. Okay. We're going all the way back up. Yes, Steve Bond and Julie Holt was hot back in the day. I agree with you. Films. Brendan Carter, they're both beautiful. You're right, they're beautiful. Like hot and dumb. Go on, Janaea. Yeah, Rory had some racist shoots back in the day. I'm not even into Rory, so it doesn't matter to me. Sean Dominic is hot. I've interviewed him. Yes, Cameron and Cater at Lexicon tomorrow. Robert Newman's hot, yes. You guys like accents, okay, like that. Sean has beautiful eyes, he does. No, it's just that, if you don't follow Doug Davison, then I don't know what to tell you, because you follow him, you would know why he's not coming back on Y&R. You can tell why. There's a lot of stuff about him that is behind the scenes that also, but he's also the way he tweets things out and Instagrams and stuff. It's just a lot. It's not really my story to tell. It's that things I've heard and seen him say and things that I just don't really care for him. But Kevin said they did Doug. I know some stuff that I'm just like, maybe one day it'll all come out. Do they insist on improving your editing? No, actually, so far, no. I tell them beforehand, there's no editing. Occasionally, if there's a glitch, I'll take it out. I have edited a couple of things over the years. Only a couple of times I've edited something. Most of the shows I do are live, so there's no editing. It's out there. If you say it, it's out there. That's why I like doing live, because you can't. because you can't really say much. You know, you can't really say much. Cam Matherson, I never interviewed him, but he was on a show that I hosted. So I got to meet him. He was really nice. I like Maurice's show. Maurice Bernard's show at the bomb. State of Mind is the bomb. I'm still trying to get on there. Everybody wants to be on there. I will try to get on there. Beauty for Ashes, I will. How can I answer this? She says these days you have to separate the art from the artist. I try to do that in most cases, and I can, but there are certain cases I can't. I fully admit that. There's certain cases I just can't. My brother was just saying about Bill Cosby, because he can't watch the Cosby Show anymore. He just can't because of the magnitude of what's going on. And I said, actually, I can watch it. I haven't watched it in years, but I can separate that Bill Cosby was a great man and his influence on TV and Black culture. But yes, he was a horrible man off camera, apparently. So I guess this depends on the person. It depends on the situation, I guess, right? I wasn't. No, the Christian Alpha. Let me correct you, Candace Mack. Once I was nervous. I was excited because my dream was about to come true. So I don't know. I mean, I guess there's nerves in there, but I don't know if it was more like, it was just more like, oh my God, this is about to happen. And I had my questions ready and everything. I had everything ready. It was just more like, I can't believe this is happening. That's why I couldn't breathe and stuff. First, I was like, oh my goodness. It was more like excitement. And I guess nerves were in there, I guess, but it wasn't like, I was like, I guess when I think of nervousness, I'm like super nervous. Oh my God, again. It wasn't like, I was just like, I was ready for him. It was very much like 38 years I've waited for this moment. It's about to happen. It was a lot of anxious excitement. I would say that. Shady Fridays, Frisky Friday. Oh, I said Frisky Friday. He actually said Risky Friday. I want Frisky Friday. So you guys doing to me? Well, hashtag John L. We got John L on the bottom. That's my man. That's he's mine. Sorry about it, he's mine. You can't have him. He's mine. That's it. Okay, let me go. There's all these comments. I love it. They're people watching. Okay, to see. Those tight jeans. Oh my God, it's so funny. Albert, life changes, right? That's the whole thing. I had a woman once. I won't out her because she's no longer with us, but I went out her family. I went from, she used to call me a colored boy, to by the time she died, I was like a third son to her. Life is like that, right, Albert? Anything can happen. And I think, have a good day, Kirsten. Life is like that. And I think that's the whole point, is that it's if you stay open to life, then life will change. And I love that. Never interviewed Tom McKee. I would have loved to. He was on Santa Barbara and Bold and Beautiful. I would love to. Candace is fire. Candace is fire. I'm trying to say the morning show. So you said Cosby. Nobody was happy. Oh, the guy who plays Dex. I think it's Evan Hofer. He's hot. I'm totally into him. Possibilities are endless. Yes, he's like, okay, they got caught up. They got caught up now. They have caught up. Okay, I love all the questions. Thank you, everybody. But the thing is, we all, that's what I tell people all the time. There are folks who get mad at me for something I say online, and I go, it's how I feel about this today. But then it's some people, because okay, so I had made this said I think Jack Hay was doing a great job acting on the show. So I got some blowback from some fans, which of course that's fine, saying that, and saying that, and but then literally the next day I praised a scene between her and Raven, the whole Chanel, that's all about the talking, and I'm like, but see, that's how I am. It's like I can see 2 or 3 different things, and life and things, and I'm open to change. I'm open to my mind being changed. I'm totally open to my mind being changed. I'm like, please change my mind. Please tell me. Please make me wrong. Please make me feel like, okay, I see it now. Like, please, just like, please tell me. Please, show me something, and I go, okay, I will. Okay, now, like, there are some folks who are just stuck in stuff, and they never change. And so I was gonna text somebody. Just want to let you know I'm live on air. Have been. But those was the thing. But see, that's the thing, DC Soap. I actually praised her the next day, and so, and no one commented. It was so funny. You would come at me for this one statement, but then the next day I'm praising her for how funny she was on the scene with Raven, how it was very realistic, the black mother and daughter thing, and no crickets. I mean, some folks liked it, of course, but crickets. I go, that's the point. Is that people pick and choose if it fits how they're narrative, if they feel like going off on somebody, they see something that they want to go off somebody, then that's the point. But I'm like, I don't stick to things forever. I'm moving along. I like this, I like that, I like this, I like that. I mean, any given time. There are couples that I don't like that suddenly I like. I wasn't a Frizz fan for years on GH, wasn't. Towards the end of their stay, I became a fan. It took me a while, but I became a fan. I'm not a fan of Willow and Michael, but Willow and TJ possibly, I could get very interested. So I'm just telling you, I'm always open. You know, there are folks who are just like, this is it. That's it. I know folks who didn't like Loretta Devine's performance on Beyond Salem. I loved it. So there you go, right? I thought she was great. So I mean, that's just me. So I'm saying everybody has their thing. You have a right to react to it and say whatever, but I'm like, you know, folks, I was telling you how I feel, but I'm always open to change. I'm always open to another perspective. I don't just sit in something and go, that's it. That is it. That is all we get. That's it. Well, I can't get in trouble. I'm always in trouble. It doesn't matter. That's why I'm always in trouble. So it doesn't matter to me. I can say the nicest shit and I still get in trouble. It doesn't. You know, I'm gonna always speak my truth, whatever it is, on some level. And it was good. I was like, there's certain things I'm like, I was going okay, and I think there's just kind of like, I love Beyonce a lot. I love that her performance was great. But if there are folks who are attacking the new Jordan on GH, her acting, and I was like, I don't see anything bad. Well, now I kind of see it's a little challenging, but see, I was actually supporting her, but I made a comment that she looked too young. I thought her and TJ had chemistry. I'm like, this is crazy. That mother and son. I got attacked for that. But I'm like, but you guys are all time attacking her acting. I'm like, and I thought her acting's not that bad. Same with Nicholas. I don't think his acting's that bad. People are just like, oh my God. No, I kind of see it. There was a few scenes. See, the Marshall dude on GH. The Marshall dude on GH. I always said he was a good actor. I hated the storyline. I hated this whole year-long nothing. Finally, she's hot, DC. Oh no, she is hot stuff maybe this evening. But they finally are giving him some, now that the whole secret is out, now I'm kind of liking him. It's like, okay, good. Finally. But he had a scene with Jordan that he was amazing and she was lackluster. Sorry. She didn't match him pound for pound. I'm sorry. I think this is a storyline about Tommy, who we've never seen this whole thing, that they should have had a really weighty scene. You know, you don't, Albert, you can control it. No, you don't, Albert. You don't. You think you do, you don't. No, it's a scene from years. A scene from years that should have been this really heavy scene. He did a great job. I felt she was lackluster. I something. She was on She-Hulk. Yes. So I was kind of like, look at Nicholas Chavez and Maura West, the bomb. Their scenes are the bomb. Maura West and Charles Shaughnessy, the bomb. The bomb. They match each other pound for pound. It just really works. So I'm just going, it just doesn't happen. But am I willing to see her grow into the role and the chick who plays Jordan? Yes. I'm always open to seeing people get better and better and better and better. Yeah, it's a weird conversation, but it's one of those things that in better hands, it could have been really wonderful, right? DC, it could have been this really great thing. Candace is asking for a friend. Sorry, you guys, we get back to it. Okay. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Okay. Full was just texting me. Okay. What was it? Let me see what I got. Oh my God. Okay, let's see, Mr. Sheffield. Okay, let's go back there. She-Hulk, do you think you will ever get a guest commentator? I have a full panel, so why would I need a guest commentator? I have 3 co-hosts and myself. Why would I need anybody else? But no, in all seriousness, um, I would mind having a female guest person on the show if they want to talk about it, because I would love to have the female perspective. So anybody who's female who wants to come on the show for an episode or two and talk about the female perspective, I would love that. I got enough men already. I got 3 men. So a female coming on the show, yes. Let me go back up. Okay. Nicole or something. Oh, bring Tommy back. That'd be interesting. That would be interesting, actually. Near 70 for a friend. Yes, Crystal, I get in trouble all the time. All the time. That's what I say. All the time. Film, they're good. Nicholas and Maura are just a bomb. Maura's the queen. Picard, yeah. And Matt has dibs for Picard. Would you actually come on, Matt, for a guest on there? Okay. I didn't watch the cast tonight, I think, on Facebook Live. I wanted to, and then I was busy. My chocolate twin is in the room. Please say hello to him. Lounging with Tony. His film Kevin is winning all kinds of awards. So I guess give him a round of applause. Kevin is so good. Trust me. I would tell you if it wasn't. It's really good. I saw it. I loved it. I'm the art director in it. And also he's on Beyond Salem, and he worked with Drake Hogestyn, you guys. Loungy Tony flirted with Drake Hogestyn on Beyond Salem. So yes. So he's like that. And he's one of my best friends. Tony Moore. Let's see, what else can I say about Tony Moore? He's checking in on me. And Tony, I feel a little better. Yesterday, I had a lot of family stuff yesterday. That's where I was yesterday. I couldn't talk. I was dealing with some family stuff. So DC, you're a choir boy, a good Christian on your channel. But when you come to JLJ Media, then suddenly you blossom to something else, a whore in church. Mm-hmm. Everybody say hi to Tony. Give him some love. So I'm doing better, Tony Moore, a little bit. I'll fill you on everything later. So we had a lot of family stuff going on yesterday. I was doing all kind of stuff. It's hard when you are take care of your aging parents. You're also got kids and grandkids. My life's not really here for me. I did call you. Well, we talked briefly. I think I called you. You called me back. No, we did talk the other day a little briefly. I know. Yes, I'm live. You guys see Kevin. Kevin's the bomb. Kevin is really good. It's really good. It makes you think. That's the thing about Kevin. Is the ending. You go, what? That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. You guys got to see it. It's really good. Your alter BC. Oh, so there's DC and BC. That's actually hilarious, DC. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. I love it. I love it. DC. So who am I talking to? So we're talking to BC right now. Then okay. But yes, the Eric Braden interview is out. It is good. Thank you again. Thank you to Eric Braden so much for your time with me again. I will be interviewing Sean Kanan with the next couple of weeks. We're setting that up. He's going to be doing Cobra Kai season 5. If you didn't know that already, and we're doing a big thing. So yes, so get ready for that. I'm so excited to watch and do all that. Okay, I'm trying to get rid of these porn comments. Why are these porn people coming on here? Email out. Okay, these porn comments. Shit. But yes. So we are pushing forward. Somebody asked me to do any more interviews. I'm working on some more interviews. That is some stuff coming. Working on them. I'm like I said, right now I have another meeting tonight with my co-hosts. One of them just texting. I tell you, I get on a live and everyone's texting and calling me at the same. Like I'll get like 10 people calling me and texting. I'm like, I'm live right now. I'm live. I have to get off soon. I've been on for like 2 hours. I have to get off soon. So it's all that. It's cute. Yeah. So Sean Kanan is doing that. No, no. I said the opposite. I never said that. I said I loved Rick and Maya. And I was pissed that they got him off the show. No, I love them. I'm a huge I know Carter Mosley, and I know they could be on. No, I love them. I was sad they got rid of them. Oh no. If I said that was a misspeaking. No, I love them together. I was sad they got rid of them with no real explanation. I was sad they got rid of the whole Avant family. Like, why get rid of them? They were great. So if you're talking to me, I think I'm like, no, I know I love them. Unless someone else said that. Unless you're talking to somebody else. I was like, bye, Albert. Thank you very much for coming through. Thanks for coming through. I got another comment. I got all these comments on my Eric Braden interview. Yes, right. But no, I'm good. So kids, I have to get ready for another meeting. So I'm going to get off now. I am working, like I said, I'm working on myself. I'm working with something. I would take care of some stuff with my family. I'm working on some things. I'm not sure there'll be a soap block this weekend. There won't be one next weekend for Labor Day because I'll be out of town. I'm going to try to stop by Bold Live because I want to see these. I'm scared. I want to see Sugarless. I loved ER. I watched all 15 seasons of Trust me. But everybody, please have a good day. And it's okay. It's okay to have sad moments. It's okay to go through stuff. No, life isn't sunshine and rainbows every single day of the week. It isn't. Some of us go through some really tough things. We do. That's why we come in this chat room. We can all come together and have a good laugh or cry or yell session while we're in here. And you guys and me coming on does help me too. It does help me very much. And I'll keep posted on what's going on. I'll keep posted. Matt, I love you. Candace, thank you. If you want to come on She-Hulk, Candace, message me separate. Lakeisha, thanks again for the Cash App thing. Everybody was like, oh my goodness, it's crazy. So now I'm doing that. Films, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I don't take it for granted. You'll be drinking all week. Daisy Flowers like, I'll be drinking all week. God, me too, maybe.